Okie dokie, okie dokie. Now, Matar, did you get a chance to talk to your classmates about what I suggested?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you said yes.
Why'd you hesitate?
Because I talked to them and not everyone replied.
I replied. I'm the one who replied.
This is terrible, Matar. We'll have to, I don't know, issue some sanctions or some random political arrests maybe, or what else could we do? Members of the class could suddenly disappear for no reason. Okay, anyways, is it positive or negative? Positive, okay. So, what I was thinking of doing, I was talking to the other students too, is that on some afternoon, like a Friday afternoon or whatever, we could put people in groups of 2, maybe, and give each group of 2 a year to work on. So, like if 2 people had, say, 2019's paper, they would go through Section A and cut out all the Section A questions and put them in the database. Okay? So I think I would need about... probably I would need to be a lot of people, because there's a lot of years.
We all go.
Yeah. So I'll see what the other group says, and also what the engineers say as well. I think they should be willing to do it. We'll try and do it next week if we can then. Yeah? Now, why are you late, guys? Come on, come on. Alright, so first question anyways, you said it's sample space. Who was asking me that? Yeah. So what's the question? Now go ahead and read it.
Anne and Barry were in a long-term relationship.
Oh yeah, this one. Which page is this now?
88.
Last question, is it? Okay, so Anne and Barry in a long-term relationship, yes. Continue.
Their relationship is hostile and as such won't sit together.
Mm-hmm.
They are socially inept. Friend David is planning the party and assigns a seat randomly at the bar. What is the probability that he won't put Anne and Barry together to the nearly percentage?
So they're all sitting at a bar, and an arrangement like this would be unacceptable, right? Because it has A and B together.
And C too, right?
Oh, there's a C as well?
Because Charlie's going to sit too.
Oh, okay, so there's actually 4 letters there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 24 possibilities. Let's have a look at them all. A, B, C, D. A, B, D, C. A, C, B, D. A, C, D, B. Whew. A, D, B, C. A, D, C, B. That's the first 6. Okay? And then it repeats, but the only difference now it starts with B. B, A, C, D. B, A, D, C. B, C, A, D. B, C, D, A. B, D, A, C. B, D, C, A. Right, let's keep this going. And now it starts with C, A, B, D. C, A, D, B. C, B, A, D. C, B, D, A. C, D, A, B. C, D, B, A. D, A, B, C. D, A, C, B. D, B, A, C. D, B, C, A. D, C, A, B. D, C, B, A. How many of these are good? No, no. Yes, 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 yes. No, no. Yes, 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 yes. No. Yes, no. Yes, no, no, no. Yes, no, yes, no, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 over 24. 50%? Is there any other information I'm missing from the
Okay,
question?
Yeah, okay.
A and B can't be together, is it?
Yeah, A and B can't be together.
And where are they sitting at?
At
A bar.
Bar. Or seating table.
Yeah, I got pretty well.
Wait. Table or a bar?
Table bar.
Why the heck did I write that?
Some of the answers were different, right? So I think the answer is different because
Yeah.
it's the table.
But the next page
The
is
page next to a few of them were different.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to fix that. So let me take out my book. So it's not 12 over, or it should be 50% then, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying? Okay. Me fix it. Right, sample space. No. A 4-seater table bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it going to change something?
Yes, it is.
What's the table bar?
Yeah, I don't know why maybe I made a word up. A 4-seater circular table.
Circular.
Yeah. That changes it, doesn't it? Because some of these we can't include now,
This.
such as this one
Yeah.
and
then
this one
The one by it too.
The second thing.
Yeah.
and this one.
Because it goes like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2,
That's 10 over 24, is it?
2, 3,
Yeah?
No. It's
Absolutely.
9.
Oh wait, this is no good too.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2,
That's all right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 24. What's that?
7.
Yeah.
7.
8?
29.
What did I miss? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Not 8 over 24.
33 point something. 33.3.
33.3.
Oh.
I think it's 9.
So it's still wrong. Let me read this.
I think it's about. I think it should be about 10.
Oh goodness, I
No,
made it.
it's not. It's between 10 and 11.
Do you know what? Okay, must have made a mistake. I need to make a decision on what to make this table. Do I want to make it circular or do I want to make it a bar?
It's
I think
easy.
about
There's a
it,
circular when you
just
use
the
10, it's
concept of-
41. If you use 11, it's about 40.
Yeah, you don't get
You don't get 43.
Yeah, okay. So if we make it a bar, and then the answer should be, we said earlier, 50%. Okay, let's go with that. So
And there's
one more. Yeah.
13B.
Oh really? Did I do it wrong? Of all the possibilities, how many finish on a G and a G? Is it?
Yeah.
So is it not? Is it not 1 and 3?
I got 1 over 6.
Oh really?
Yeah.
1, 2.
3, 4.
Now don't confuse me. 3, 4. 4 over how many?
24.
4 over 24.
1 over 6.
Yeah, okay,
The
fine.
next page.
Yes.
That's an issue. Yeah.
What's this? 1 over 24. What? 1 over 6. How is it 1 over 24?
This is when you do the first line.
Okay.
Which one is 1 over 24?
The next page.
Thank you.
4 over 24.
What?
4 over 24. 4, 13.
Teacher, page 90.
13.
90, yeah, which one?
Number 5.
Number 5. We think it's wrong?
Wait, not number 5. Number 6.
Yeah,
Number 6.
yeah. Which one?
Oh.
A, my answer is 0.01 different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, same.
So what should it be
0.55.
for 6A? 5, 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Thank you.
The B I don't
90. Question 6A. The B?
Yeah.
A boy who walks to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the probability of a walker among the boys.
Yes. A walk.
Yeah,
So
I got
the-
0.36.
40.
A walker among the boys. How many boys are there? 30.
Wait, hold on, never mind.
No, but it's still the answers.
Yeah, the answer is.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry. A boy who walks to school. Yeah, how many boys walk to school?
20.
20.
Is it?
20
Yeah.
boys walk to school.
20 out of 55. What's that?
0.36.
Oh, really? Okay, thank you. So is C right?
No.
I must have the wrong answers from another question or something. A boy from the walkers. That's
20 over 40, so 0.5.
a boy from the walkers. How many people walk? 40, is it?
20 girls, 20 boys.
Yes.
So it should be 50% then.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The heck happened to this question?
And then the last one too.
A walker from the boys.
Yeah. I know
0.67.
Yeah.
I got 0.67.
Yeah, okay, so that's
No,
bizarre.
but, yeah.
Okay, yeah, just the previous.
So, yeah.
For question 13B, the one Diana just talked about.
Yeah, you.
Which one?
The
Uh,
previous
the-
one.
Last page?
88.
88, 13B.
Yeah?
It said finishing on GG.
Yeah?
So is it the same question I asked you in class? Is it, they didn't tell us in which order should we count. So maybe it could be GG in the end or GG in the front.
Here it's at the end because of the use of the word finishing.
No, okay.
Yeah, but I understand what you're asking me. I do wonder, Matar, what way I could phrase the sentence so it could be at the front or at the end.
Not in the middle.
Thank you. I was looking for something a little bit more elegant. Don't know actually.
In a respected order.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, to answer your question, it has to be at the end. Okay. What's next now? Guys, you're awfully quiet over this side here. Is that because you're geniuses, or you have no questions, or what?
I have a question on page 84.
84, okay. 84. Which one?
2G.
2G. Excellent. Okay, let's have a look. Page 84, 2G. Okay, dokie. 3 to 5, 3 over E3x. That's equal to 3 to 5, 3e minus 3x dx. Right? Yeah. Which equals 3e minus 3x over minus 3. 3 to 5. Cancel, cancel. Put in the 5. E minus 15 minus. Still there. Minus minus E minus 9. So you end up with a pretty small number, I'd say. E9 minus E minus 15. This is so small I actually give the answer as 0. E to the power of 9 is tiny. I mean, it'll have like 6 zeros, will it? Oh, that's okay. That's not too dramatic then. Sure. Yeah.
Page 86, number 21. 23,
86, 21.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? No. That means you did something wrong.
No, I'm getting minus 49.33. The answer but with a minus.
Which? Oh, this one up here.
No, question 21.
Hang on. What page? What page?
Page 86, question Same question with Mr. Davis.
21.
Yeah.
You're getting a negative answer.
Yeah. Minus 49.
That means you're doing something wrong. You can't. It's not possible to get negative here.
Tried twice and I'm still getting the same.
Okay.
I don't think the sound is the sound on.
No, don't worry. That's just the TV because it was making static. It should still be recording the mic. Yeah. 21. So okay, let's have a look. Y equals x cubed minus 5x squared minus x plus 5. We'll have to find a root first. X is 1 as a root, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you divide x minus 1 into this cubic, what do you get? Let's see.
X squared minus
Oh, you have it already?
Does anybody know?
Yeah, x squared minus,
4x minus 5.
and you're all happy with that.
Yeah.
So that's x minus 5x plus 1.
Yeah.
So the roots are at minus 1, 1 and 5. So it looks like this. You have an upper piece and a lower piece. So the area will be to integrate from minus 1 to 1 the cubic. And then, yeah, what's next? Minus 1 to 5.
Oh,
So that's x4 minus 5x cubed over 3 minus x squared over 2 plus 5x.
Teacher, I'm confused when to use like this remainder. I mean, long division method. Like, how do you know you're supposed to use that?
How do I know what now?
Just cube. Oh, because in the example, teacher just factorized the x out.
Also a cubic?
Yeah, it's a cubic.
Yeah, because that was an easy one. But you know how to solve cubics from that lesson we did on solve and sketch cubics. Yeah.
If the area under the x-axis shouldn't we put 0 before the integral? No,
Where would you put the 0, sorry?
before the integral.
Before the integral. What do you mean? I'm sorry.
It's if it's under the x-axis.
Yeah.
The area should be the integral should be 0. We should put 0 before the integral.
Why?
Then you said
I don't think I said it. No?
no.
No.
Your second one, the 5 doesn't.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what he's thinking I said. Yes, check your notes. Now, what do you ask me?
The 5 doesn't have an X.
Oh, sorry, I just didn't write that, yeah.
And also the x to the power 4 isn't equal to
Doesn't have a 4. The first one.
Right. So, when you sub this in, I would hope you get 49.3. I hope
You do.
you do. Yeah.
When you're putting your points, does the bigger one usually stay on top?
No, it's not necessarily the bigger one that's on top, but it usually is. And it's usually that one you put in first, yeah. But that's not a rule that the bigger one has to go on top. It's just usually the one on top. Yeah. Yeah. Page. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a great one, isn't it? Ah, yeah. Yeah.
I found the answer by assuming that this point.
Can you assume? I don't like to do that in the
Assume what point?
I assume that this is 1, and then I try to find the answer.
Don't think you can assume that. I mean, I probably designed the question to make it 1, but I don't think you have a good reason to assume that.
Yeah, it's trial and
Wow. What about if it was 1.1 then? That's a problem,
Yeah,
huh?
that's a problem.
Let's do it the honest way. So, 21 on that page. Are you looking at it? It's a hard one.
21 or 20?
Oh, sorry, 23. Sorry, 23. Guys. That last one, did you get the answer right? No. So, listen carefully. The two shaded regions are equal in area in the quadratic below. Therefore, find the equation of the quadratic. Now, if you look at that quadratic, there's actually two things you know about it already. You know that it intersects the x-axis at 3, okay? And you know it intersects the y-axis at -3 as well. Now, you have some choices here, okay? Your first choice, you could say the quadratic is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Or you could say it's of the form a constant times x minus a constant times x minus a constant. Or you could say it's of the form a x minus b squared plus c. We have to choose a form that will be most convenient to work with. Well, okay, to me it seems clear which one we should choose. I wonder if you have any thoughts on it. Which form do you think would be good to work with? No. No. So, well done. Now, we've gotten... We managed to make the maximum mistake we could here. The last one we didn't pick was the right one. But why? Yeah, but why?
Because we have C.
Well, yes. Because you know one of the roots. You see, if you work with this, you know that one of the roots is on the graph, can you see 3? Okay? And in fact, you can figure out what the A constant should be. If you put x as 0, what do you get here? You get A times minus B times -3. But according to the graph, what should this equal? -3. So what relationship do you have between A and B? Yeah, you know that minus AB should equal 1. So you can go back to this guy and say y equals A, and A would be minus 1 over B, minus 1 over B times x minus B times x minus 3. So the situation is quite good. I've managed to make a quadratic that fits the graph, but has only one constant in it I don't know. Can you see that? Yeah? Now, watch this magic. So, you know that the lower area equals the upper area, right?
Yeah.
What is the lower area? That's an integration. From where to where? 0 to where? The lower one.
Minus
No, look at the x-axis. You measure on the x.
Shouldn't the C be +3?
Did I make a mistake?
Yes,
Which
'cause
C?
The
Oh, no, this is right, yeah. The root is 3, so the factor is x minus 3. Yeah. What's the integration from where to where? No. No, we don't know the middle point, do we? No, we do. It's B. Because it's the other root. Right, there's 2 roots. There's 2 roots. What were the 2 roots we said at the start? Here, look. What were the 2 roots here at this step? B and C. Now, which root did we find? C. So what's the other root? B. So you can say 0 to B minus 1 over B, x minus B, x minus 3 dx. That, oh, and we should put the minus in front because it's under. That should equal, what's the next integration? B to 3 minus 1 over B, x minus B, x minus 3 dx. Now look, that fella cancels that fella. So I have minus integrate 0 to B. Let's expand this. That's x squared minus bx minus 3x. I am expanding, yeah, plus 3b dx. And that should equal integrate from b to 3, the same thing. X squared minus bx minus 3x plus 3b dx. Now, what do we do here? We sub in b. Yes? Although, if you want to make your life a little bit easier, you can take this fella over to the right. So you get integrate from 0 to b plus integrate from b to 3. What should that equal? Come on, you take this to the left. What do you have left on the left? Yeah. But here's where you can reduce your work by 50%. So integrate from 0 to b and b to 3. 0 to 3. So now I've reduced the problem to this. Integrate from 0 to 3, x squared minus bx minus 3x plus 3b dx equals 0. So let's sub it in. Sub in the 3, you sub in the 0. So if I sub in the 3, what do I get? Oh, sorry, I have to integrate first, don't I? X cubed over 3 minus bx squared over 2 minus 3x squared over 2 plus 3bx. 0 to 3. 3 cubed over 3 is 9. Plus minus 9 over 2b. Minus 27 over 2. Plus 9b. Minus 0, 0, 0. They're all 0. Yeah. Equals 0. So that's going to be 9 over 2b equals 27 over 2 minus 9, which is 18 over 2. Cancel all the 2's. 9b equals 9. B equals 1. Very hard question. Goodness no. That's impossible to read now. Oh. Which part? Is more or less? More? C is truth.
Can you look at page 18, number 6?
80 number 6.
Yeah.
Do you think the answer's wrong?
18.
Okay.
80.
Page 80.
Wait. Is this correct? My answer is correct, but I think negative.
Maybe my answer's wrong.
No, Ishprit got it.
Okay. Maybe Ishpreet's wrong.
Wait, Ishprit, can you check? Where did it come from?
Tell me when you need to scroll down. Yeah. How far now?
This is
This?
minus
Yeah.
10 here, right? Which is 80. Yeah, I got it. Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question 12,
On page
18.
18. 88. What's 88? 12. A fair coin is tossed and 2 fair dice are rolled. What's the probability that the sum of the dice is 10 and the coin is showing a heads? Yeah, okay. Right, you have to write out the sample space. The sample space is huge. There are 72 because you start off with heads 1 1, heads 1 2, etc., and then you have heads 6 6 at the end.
Can't you just find the first set and the other set and add the?
We can, but we haven't done this rule yet.
Okay, but
So, if you know this rule, you can use it.
I used it, but
Then you can't use it because you don't know how to use it successfully. Let me see this way, okay? So then it goes tails 1 1, tails 1 2, etc. What the heck? Tails 1 2, etc. Finishing on tails 6 6.
What question is this?
This is 88 12. So what's the probability getting a heads and a sum of 10? Okay? So I know on the bottom I'll have a 72. And how many will I have on the top? Well, what's it, a heads, is it? Is it? Yeah. Heads 5 5. Heads 6 4. Heads 4 6. So there are 3 elements in the sample space that will do. So that is 1 over 24? 1 over 24.
aren't they mutually exclusive?
What?
The coin and the 2 dice.
What do you understand the word mutually exclusive to mean?
I mean, they don't. There isn't any common number between the 2 sets, so I can just add them together.
Yes, but the word isn't mutually exclusive. You meant to say independent.
Yeah.
Independent, yeah. Whatever the word is. But you're correct. They are independent. So what did you do wrong? Did you add the 2 probabilities?
Yeah.
That's what you did wrong.
Oh, okay.
You should multiply them.
Really?
And we look at that stuff later in the chapter. I'm trying to see where we see it. The probability tree, page 92, is when we cover that rule. See, you're as bad as Ray sometimes with wanting to use rules we haven't done yet.
I
Yeah.
know it.
No, you don't know it because you did it wrong.
I tried it and another examples and it's wrong. But here.
Oh, okay. Well, that was by accident, maybe. Maybe. Do you ever hear, we have this thing in maths called a type 3 error. Do you ever hear of that? No?
Heard of it.
Yeah? It means you get the right answer for the wrong reason. That's a type 3 error. And then type 4, I think, is you get the wrong answer for the wrong reason. It's something like this. Right. So, okay, come on.
Isn't it just this?
Yeah, but the relationship for this question is the other one.
Oh, intersection.
Yeah, because it's an and.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah? What? No? No? Do we have class tomorrow? No. But what did I say is the last page for this semester? No, not the Venn diagrams. That's for semester 2. Yeah, tree diagrams, 92. Oh yeah, so yeah, like I taught you, one lesson left on this. Yeah.
I don't finish your probability.
No, probability rolls into semester 2, so I don't need to finish the chapter for the exam. Because Venn diagrams are in the second exam.
So we're done at probability 3.
Yeah, once we do that. How are we for time now? Oh yeah, we got lots of bit of time still. I hear lots of disagreement and unhappiness over here. What's wrong? No? Everything's okay? Yeah, okay. So just, I might as well show you the symbols here, okay? So just, this is good for everyone. This symbol means or. And this symbol here is and, yeah. Okay, and when you put a little tick on it, that means, yeah, but what's it mean here?
Wait,
It could, in calculus it means derivative, but in probability it means, no, it means not.
Oh,
And then the vertical line
give it.
is given. Yeah. And there's another one here which I didn't show you, but it's not something I see in the exam. When they do a slash like this.
Probability of A over B.
No. Nice try. It means A, okay, and not B. In other words, it's saying you get A and you don't get B. Yeah? Any other symbols? Don't think so.
There's the complement for this.
Yeah, I use the dash for the complement. Yeah, but sometimes you can use a C, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think it's worth writing that down if you didn't know it, you know, because we use these symbols. Okay, you got that? Yeah. Right, so I hope the probability is okay, but what about the calculus? How many of you have tried the exam paper yet? Or not too early? Too early, huh? Yeah? After our do we have a double class on Monday?
We don't, yeah, right.
Do we usually have a double class on Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the second hour we'll start looking at exam papers. I think will be good. I'm curious, how much of semester one is material you've seen before at high school? Like if you were to give it a percentage.
100, no, by nominal.
Everything, every class you've had with me is the class you've had at high school.
Yeah.
That's for
Every single class? Okay, so I'm curious what ones weren't. Binomial Pascal? For you, differentiation.
Names are
Yeah, but the content? You didn't do APGP? Really?
We did. Yeah, that was our first chapter in Form 5.
I didn't reach ground.
Yeah, because it's all calculus, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they didn't take calculus.
You didn't take calculus?
We didn't do.
Just like took pre-calculus and then like free stuff.
Oh,
First principle.
careful now.
But it was not needed to remember.
Did you have an option of doing pre-calculus?
I think because like there are a lot of changes in the equation.
Oh, okay. Did the students after you do calculus?
Say again?
The students after you, like the next year,
Yeah.
they do calculus. Oh. And the students before you?
No.
No. Oh, okay. So
So it's a new
they changed the system. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's
Right. Let's see. Okay. Couple of minutes left. I want to know if there's anything we need to cover because we'll have lots of time for revision. So, of all the topics, which do you think was the hardest?
Practical
Okay. Because what I want to do for revision, I think I would like to do the section B questions in the class, especially if we're going to make the database of the section A questions. So the section B questions, you want to, do you have a priority? The practical problems? In every type of practical problem? Like calculus, trigonometry, sequence and series? Okay. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I don't remember.
The practical problems are hard because they have words. Like what?
We have to know, we have to know all the rules. We have to know all the rules, right?
Yeah.
Or are the rules, will the rules be?
No, you'll have a formula book.
It's like if we're seeing the short form of trigonometry, what would you see? Trig or trigo?
Nobody says trigo. You say trigo? In Malaysia they say trigo?
No, certain
She's a different part of
Yeah,
Malaysia. She's a full different island.
Trigo? No, I don't like it. I don't like it. No, everyone abbreviates it as trig.
Yeah,
How do you say biology?
Chem? You don't abbreviate it to chemi?
No.
No?
No, but my teacher calls it chemist.
Oh.
It's very funny.
Oh, before you go, who here is looking at Charles's entry route? Yeah, you, 1, 2. Nobody here is doing Charles? Just you two? 3 of you? Yeah, no, did you get Colum's email?
Yeah.
Did you get Colum's email? Okay, so there's the practice test. Now, the purpose of the practice test is just to gauge your current level. Okay, so it's not a full test. I think what we're doing is we're taking a full test and cutting it in half. We're giving you like all the even number questions or something like this. Okay, just to get a snapshot of where you're currently at. And then we'll follow up next week about what the plan is then. Nobody here? No, just these 3 here for Charles?
If you want to
Yeah.
sit for it just to see where your level is,
It won't be useful because it's too different to the IFY. You know? It's only useful if you're going to do the Charles test.
So not everybody has to take the test.
No, that's just a
It's like different, whatever it's called.
expression. I don't know. Alright, we'll wrap it up there.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Charles exam had physics inside. How do you expect us like?
Excellent question, which I cannot give you an answer to. Because I am... No, I'm trying to explain. Colum is the man in charge of this Charles stuff, it seems to me. Because he's the one organising the test and all that, okay? You need to view me like a foot soldier, just doing what I'm told. So, I don't know what the plan is for the physics. Will there be some course? Will there be some, material? I don't know. But that's not important for tomorrow, because we want to see how much physics you currently know. But don't worry, look, even if you do the physics and get 0, then we have the answer to our question. What do you think your physics knowledge is? 0 as well? Well,
I don't remember something.
okay, 10% maybe?
Maybe Newton's law.
Okay, right.